Hello, welcome to Tasneem's Vidyan Shastra, and you are learning simple and smart learning with Tasneem Saifi. So today we are going to see about the composition of matter, class 8, science, 6th lesson. Now composition of matter. Matter. Our world contains so many beautiful things and creatures. Air, water, trees, birds, animals, insects, humans. Have you ever wondered what all these things are made up of? Yes, of course, these all things are made up of matter. Scientists around the globe worked hard and researched on what exactly is the world made up of. Eventually, many theories come up for the classification of substance, and depending on the various parameter, the matter is classified. Now, this matter that can be any substance that has both mass and volume that occupies certain space. All things we see, we feel, we hear are matter. Though air is invisible, it does not have mass and volume. It also occupies space. So, air is also a matter. So, cold, hot, big, small, anger, these things are not matter, these are the feelings. Matter is a particulate that is made up of tiny particle. And today we are going to see the detail about this, that is the composition of matter. You know that the substance in element of all the atoms, it are the same. Near about 90 elements are found on the earth, and from that 20 and many more elements have been made artificially in the laboratories, but they are still not stable. So let's have and look over it. In the composition of matter, here can you recall what are the various states of matter? So, you know that the matter is classified into two main groups, that is states of matter and types of matter. So, we are going to see about the states of matter. Matter, it is divided into three main, or matter is classified into three main states, that is solid, liquid and gases. Now solid, what it is? So a firm and stable in shape, strongly built. Liquid, the material which flowing, and the gases, the substance which expands to fill any available space. Here you are able to see the three different states of matter. Here one question is there, what is the difference in ice, water and steam? So this is the best example for the states of matter, that matter exist in solid, liquid and gases. Now here solid, one example we are going to take, that is of the water. Water always, or you can say water exist in three different states at three different temperature. So when it is cooled at 0 degree or below 0 degree, the water is in solid state, and that we are calling it as a ice. So you are able to seeing the solid state, it is very rigid and hard, and it is ice, that is the water. Now next, when it temperature little bit if we increase, or we can say at room temperature above the 5 degrees Celsius, the solid water or the ice, it melts and it converts into the liquid state. Liquid state is what we call, that is the water. Without water our life is zero. So it is in the liquid state. Now when we rise the temperature, and when temperature goes at 100 degrees Celsius or beyond 100 degrees Celsius, actually it doesn't go beyond 100 because water boils and it change the state at 100 degrees Celsius only. And at that time, when the liquid converts into the steam or water vapor, that time the temperature remains constant, that is 100 only. So here now the liquid changes into the steam vapor, what we call, that is the gaseous state. So in this way There is a difference in ice, water and steam. The example is only one, water, but it exists in three different states at three different temperatures. So this is what the simple, you can say, the example of water in three different states. Now one more question, what are the smallest particles of matter called? The smallest particle of matter called, that is the atom. Already we have seen in the last lesson the smallest particle of an element is atom, and we have seen the structure of atom. This atom, which is made up of three subatomic particles, that is negatively charged electrons, positively charged protons and no charge neutrons. So this is what the simple structure of atom, and each and every matter is made up of smallest tiny particle, that is atom. Now next question, what are the types of matter? So you know that the matter is classified in two main groups, that is states of matter and types of matter. Now here you will see the states of matter we have seen, but in types of matter it is further classified into two main groups, that is pure substance and mixture. Actually there are three types of matter, that is elements, compound and mixture. But in one particular pattern, if you will see, the pure substance is classified in elements and compounds, and the mixture, here there is no any fixed proportion. So this mixture is having two types of mixture, homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So these all things now we are going to see step by step in each and every slides. So let's have a journey begins with one small activity. Here you will see a simple activity related to page number 39. Try this. So take some mustard seeds in a transparent plastic jar. You are having at home the waste jar or the small bottles are there in kitchen if you will go. Thread along at the center of a big balloon by means of needle and tie it. Now see, you are able to see in the picture. Now here stretch this rubber diaphragm and fix it on the mouth of the jar. Means the balloon, many times during the childhood we are playing like the drums, you know, now we are stretching the balloon. You cut the balloon in two parts and then stretch on one any plate, so it becomes the drum. A small kids are playing. Similarly, that balloon you stretched like diaphragm, rubber diaphragm, and arrange properly on the bottle. Now pull the diaphragm up and down with the help of thread, first slowly, then with moderate force, and then vigorously. Three different ways. And then what exactly happens to that mustard seeds and how it works, what happens exactly, that is your own observation. So you observe it carefully and note it down into the table. Here there is table given. When you are just pulling that slowly, what happens, the vibration in the same place, there only it vibrates, and the mustard seeds will, small mustard seeds will jump over there. With moderate force and with vigorous force, what exactly happens, that you have to note down. So in the above experiment, what we have seen, we give energy less or more to the mustard seeds by pulling the diaphragm up and down, so making them move differently. So these particles in the solid, liquid and gaseous states of matter have the same movement. How the mustard seeds are moving? Similarly, the atoms in the solid, liquid and gaseous are having the same pattern. So what it is? Let's have a look over it. So see children, when you are doing this activity, the most important things we came to know that there are three main states of matter: solid, liquid and gases. So here an intramolecular force of attraction between this solid, liquid and gases are there. Now the extent of the particles movement is determined by the strength of this force. So here you will see the fundamental difference between the states of matter. The gases, here the particles are little bit, or the atoms are apart. In liquid it is little bit close, the intramolecular space between them is less, and you will see very less the intramolecular space between the solid material, that is crystalline solid. How the atoms are closely compactly packed with each other. So what it is exactly? So solid have definite shape. Here intramolecular force are very strong, because you will see that each and every atom is tightly compactly packed with each other, and there is no at all space among this atom. So that's why solid material are very strong and rigid, and they are having definite shape. So whatever shape we are giving to the material, you will see the different solid material are having the different shape, but they are very strongly tightly bonded with each other, so it is not easy to break them. They have very low compressibility. Example, you will see metal, glass, plastic, fabric, concrete, wood, ceramic, rubber, and many more things are there. And they have less compressibility, और उनमें compressibility होती ही नहीं है. The intramolecular force are very strong among the solid substance. So the particles of solid are very close to each other and vibrate at their fixed position. Due to this, solid get properties like definite shape and volume, and it also has high density and non-compressibility. So this is what the strength of simple intramolecular force, which is very strong. Got it? Now the next state, that is the liquid state. Here you will see little bit difference among the atom. In solid they are tightly compactly packed with each other, but here the atoms are little bit apart from each other. There is little bit space, intramolecular space among each atom. So that's why it is a flowy substance. It is flowing material, so called as an liquid, and liquids have definite volume, but they don't have definite shape. The strength of intermolecular force is moderate in the liquid state. That's why it is not strong enough to fix the particles in a definite position. It is enough to hold them together. So as a result, liquid have definite volume but no definite shape. That's why liquid can take any shape of the container. Wherever we will fill the shape of the container, you will see the different bottles, jar, flask is there, the different containers are there. In that, whatever shape is there, the liquid take that shape because it have moderate compressibility. In liquid, the intramolecular force are moderately strong. So here you will see, as a result, liquid have definite volume. However, they have fluidity and their shape is not definite but changes according to the container. So this is what the simple about the liquid. So I hope you got the clear idea regarding the liquid. Now the next state of matter, that is gases. Now gases, the intramolecular force is very weak. That's why they are apart from each other. Each atoms, you will see, they are apart and they are not at fixed position. They are continuously moving. The constituent particles of gases move freely and occupy all available space. Wherever they get the space, they occupy the space. Even consequently, you will see gases have neither definite shape nor definite volume. They don't have any definite shape or volume. So that's why you will see that gases, they have high compressibility, and that's why they can be compressedly filled in any of the material. So balloons, you will see, The gases are filled or compressedly filled in the balloons. These are the small cylinders. In the cylinders also the gases are filled, or even you will see the LPG gases are there, or in our house in the liquefy form the gases are compressedly filled. अब जितना चाहे compressedly उन्हें दबा कर गैस कंटेनर में फिल कर सकते हो. So this is how the gases are filled in the container, because the intramolecular forces are very weak in the gases. And this is what the simple detail about the solid, liquid and gases. So these are the different states of matter. Solid, strong bonds, keep in mind. Liquid, weak bonds, and gases, no bonds only. So that's why they are having the different properties what we have seen. There is one more state of matter, that is plasma. In plasma the ionization is there, the bonding among the charges are there, the positive and the negative charges. So this is the another state. But right now in our class we are having details about the solid, liquid and gases in 8th standard. Okay, so moving ahead with the same concept, on page number 40 we are having one chart 6.3, characteristics of states of matter. What we have learned right now, it is given in a tabular form. The physical states of the matter, fluidity, rigidity, plasticity, elasticity are the four different, you can say, properties related to these three states. Volume, shape, compressibility, intramolecular force and distance between the particles. These all details just now we have seen in the last slides related to solid, liquid and gases. So let's recall. Solid, they are rigid. Plasticity and elasticity is also present among them, like rubber bands are there, or you can say the simple cloth fabrics are there. They have the volume, that is definite volume, definite shape. Compressibility less, compressibility negligible. Intramolecular force is very strong and distance between the particle is very less. Liquid are the fluid material. They have definite volume but they don't have definite shapes. And compressibility less. Intramolecular force is moderate in the liquid and the distance between the particle is also moderate. Gaseous are also somehow fluidity. They are having indefinite shapes and indefinite volume. The compressibility is very high, that's why they can be fit in any container, or you can see in the thumbs up bottle. Even the liquid is there, the gas is compressedly filled in, that's why it gives the fizzy appearance. Or even in the, you can say, perfume bottles or various different bottles where the gas is compressedly filled. Intramolecular force is very weak among the gases and the distance between the particle is also very far, it is very large. So this is what the simple characteristics of states of matter. Now here you will see there is one more table. Can you tell? Now can you tell? You know that in our surrounding the matter which is composed of tiny particles, and these tiny particles, how they are combined with each other, what happened, that we know. Now surrounding we are having lots of things, water, carbon, oxygen, air, these all things are present in our surrounding. But how this exists in the nature, that we have to fill in this chart. We know that there are three different types of matter. Now states of matter are different, it gives the physical appearance, but types of matter, here we are having the three main types, that is elements, compound and mixture. So related to these three, you have to classify the given substance, that is the water. So water, its chemical formula is H2O, and the type of matter, it is compound. Why? Because the different elements, two or more than elements combine together. that is compound. So hydrogen and oxygen are two different elements. They combine together in a fixed proportion. So it is a compound. Carbon, its formula C, and it is a simple element. Oxygen formula O2. It is diatomic substance. That's why O2. It is an element. Air, lots of different types of, you can say, gases are there. Air is a mixture. Oxygen, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, various gases are present, nitrogen in our surrounding. So it is a mixture. There is no any fixed proportion. Then aluminium, Al, element. Brass, copper and zinc, mixture of copper and zinc. So it is a mixture. Carbon dioxide, carbon and oxygen in a fixed proportion, CO2. So it is a compound. This is how the simple table you have to fill. Already I gave you the details. So depending on this, you will see the simple classification of matter. So this matter is further classified in three different types, that is elements, compound and mixture. We have seen that the elements in this all universe, it is said that it is made up of four elements, that is water, fire, air and earth. And from this the universe begins, and then slowly one single elements are introduced by the different chain of scientists. As you remember, the Democritus, the Dalton theory, the beginning of this elements was given by Dalton only regarding various substance. Then the Lavoisier, Proust, they gave about the hydrogen, water. In this way, the small substance in nature which was classified as elements came to us, and near about 118 elements are there. All we are going to see in detail in the next video. Now next, that is the compound. Compound, we know that the smallest particle of an element contain identical atoms, and these atoms, whatever the smallest particle of this, they combine together in fixed proportion and form the compound. So compounds are formed by joining two or more types of atoms. Here you will see oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, sodium, chlorine. So when they combine together, they form the compound. For example, carbon and oxygen mixed together in a fixed proportion, so we are getting carbon dioxide. Hydrogen and oxygen, two molecules of hydrogen, one molecule of oxygen makes water. Then sodium and chlorine, when they combine together, we are getting sodium chloride. In this way the compounds are formed. And the next, that is the mixture. What is mixture? The main constituent, the molecules of mixture, that is namely air. Air is the mixture of oxygen, nitrogen, you can say moist, dust particle, carbon dioxide. So these all are present in our surrounding, that is the mixture. Similarly, the alloy, brass, it contains the copper and zinc. Now bronze contains copper and tin. In this way, or even you are having the food at your home, you are having curry, you are having bhel. So these all are also the mixture of different substances. So this is what three different main types of substance or matter is there, and these three different types we are going to study in detail. So here we will see that the element, compound and mixture. So just go through this table. In next video we are going to have the detail related to elements, compound and mixture. Till then, I hope you got the detail about the solid, liquid and gaseous, their properties and the types of matter. I hope you understood. Please visit to my channel, subscribe it, like it. And if you are having any queries, I am always there. So, thank you and have a wonderful time. Jai Hind.